Welcome back to round 2, top 8. We had some exciting developments. We did have a mono water mirror go to time between Karan and Robert, but it has been resolved. They did not get a game 3, and game 2 was narrowly finished during end of round procedures at time. Robert took it with an clutch anima to the final blocker that would have prevented him from winning that turn. So we're going to take a look at the bracket and see what's coming down the pipe. So we have Anthony versus Robert. So this is Water Wind Monsters versus the Mono Water non-Golbez, the more summon-oriented version with Lena and Leviathan. And then we have Andy on Icewind Crystals versus Sydney's Bart's Wall. And then we have Sam Toole on Wall 7 and Tayo on Bart's Wall. And we have Leo on Wall 7 versus Mike on MBM. You know, some interesting trends here. We see that only one MBM list has made it to top 8. And 2 Bart's Walls have made it to top 8. So we have quite a diverse spread in top 8 of decks. Bart's Wall is actually the most represented deck in the entire event at this point. So interesting to see. Again, we talked about how will Bart's Wall see a resurgence as a result of this event? Will more people begin to pick it up again now that we have some high quality featured stream matches where people can see how those mechanics unfold? We are going to turn to our top 8 feature match between Mike Powell and sorry, who was Mike Powell against? Leo. So we're gonna see the MBM versus Wall 7 matchup and see how that unfolds. Traditionally, from what I understand, MBM is favored into this match. Mike Powell, known for his precision in plays. So we're going to see how this kind of unfolds as we move forward. I hear we're going to take a quick break before this starts. So looking forward to see you for that stream match. See you in a bit. Okay, and here we are with Mike Powell versus Leo. We got Leo on wall 7, Mike on MBM. MBM is the people's choice deck these days.
I played that yesterday, actually.
Yes. I have
Oh,
Esther
hello.
here
Oh,
on
hi.
chat with me. Some of you might know her from events in the States. She's one of our local Toronto crew. She's going to be helping me out with some of the commentary and hopefully do some back and forth or adding her own thoughts, since she is an MBM player. So we see Leo starting off with pretty standard crystal backup, draw a card, gain a crystal. Standard play for this deck is to play a backup and then in turn 2 go into the wall 7. We'll see how Mike starts off. We have a Baknami start. Not the strongest start.
Yeah, that's not what you usually want to see.
No. Generally, you want to probably go into several backups, but I'm sure Mike has a game plan even in these unfavorable situations. Building that one backup allows you a good turn 2 Ash, right?
That's true. But yeah, he's been playing this deck super well, so he probably knows what he's doing way better than I do. So I think whatever he's got up his sleeve will probably be good.
Yes, we see that search, and so now we have a 2 backup start into turn 2. Into that wall 7.
BM can't really do much about that wall 7 flip either, so.
Oh no, going to the Leo instead.
Oh,
okay, he's waiting. He's holding his resources. Right. I kind of wonder, does this telegraph? Oh, I think we see 2 Gilgamesh. He does not want to pitch those Gilgamesh. That's why.
No.
I see 2 Gilgameshes, a wall 4 and a wall 7. So Leo definitely does not want to pitch those Gilgamesh. He wants to ensure that those are in his hand, so that he can push that lethal damage that wall 7's so known for.
He's going for an Ash, I assume, if he's.
Yes, looks like it. 6. Again, always a nice way to start with a single backup. That way you can just pay that kicker on Ash's auto ability as you enter combat, and you don't have to pitch a card, right? You're not overpaying. Even though paying 2 CP for a 3 CP card is not too bad. We do see the Hurdy, which can search for any of the other cards, potentially things like Nono, Pinello, that Mike might want to see. Justin's here.
Who did he take? Sorry, I looked away for a second.
I actually did not see who he took either. It looks like. Okay, I did take the Hurdy.
Yep.
Okay, so with the Hurdy coming down. Who will he take? I mean, every target is a pretty good target. He's probably just looking to fill in gaps for what he doesn't have. And so that gap is probably no in this case. Hey, we see a third backup. And that is all 3 copies of a relatively dead card gone at this point. Probably a nice thing to see. And it also draws a card. I think that he actually took is it Sorbet, the 2-drop that draws a card?
No, God, what's his name? They're all like Horn, I think.
Right? Horn, okay, yes. So our comments are saying, yeah, he took the Horn. Hurdy was already in hand.
I don't think people play Sorbet. That's the one that does
color
any
fixes,
CP, color fixer,
I think everyone's kind of moved away from that one because you're not running the multicolor monsters anymore.
Plus the Ash trigger is like any color anyway.
Yeah. Hey, not the greatest flips. We have backups in Gentiana. Gentiana does potentially stop some shenanigans, but I imagine, I kind of wonder, will he take the barrel eye here to get back something from the break zone? Or really go for the crystal line? for potential value on future turns. He's counting his elements. He's like, how can I get as many elements for that Gilgamesh that he's holding in hand still?
Hope Mike's got a Kuchulain.
Oh, we're going for the Gentiana. Okay. I do feel like Gentiana is, in some ways, a sitting duck for No. We'll see if I can't imagine Leo will protect her though, with a wall special. Depends on if there's other things on the board that it would be warranted to do that.
Right.
I think Leo's probably still going to hold out to play Gilgamesh. But we need to see. We have fire, water. We've got ice, earth, and lightning. So we have 5 elements in the break zone. We switched the Zeramis
Oh, okay.
and the Axe Star here. I think we're at 4 elements. The glare was kind of
Order of Light in his hand, maybe, no?
We do see 4-color wall, but the elements other that 4-color wall is missing is the ice and lightning, which is the Zeramis typically. Maybe they're looking. Leo's just looking to play Zeramis next turn, right? And start disrupting some of those backups. Again, Wall 7 has a lot of paths to victory. It doesn't just have to rely on the Gilgamesh. Zeramis itself is very disruptive.
Never like seeing it coming down in any matchup.
Double pitch for Pinello. Or might have been the Ash trigger. I think it was an Ash trigger. Single pitch for the effect. I will trust KP on the fact that Wall 7 is favored. KP being the penultimate Wall 7 master. Okay, we see that protection coming in for the no. And you know that Leo is now paying dividends as a potential just sack for the Pinello, right?
Don't really mind killing a Leo. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, so Mike is going for the Yuna. Now, this is a great card. Gintiana is a great card to have in response to Yuna. Impact, it's kind of perfect, and so I guess it does answer KP's kind of statement in the chat here, where you know was it the right choice to take the last color backup, or is it better in this case to have the Gentiana? And you know Gentiana probably better in this case against the Yuna. So Gentiana removes the abilities of all dull forwards that the opponent controls. And so we're going to see, you know, a lot. It can't tap out anymore for the Gentiana or for the Yuna effects. So can't dull this Gilgamesh that's going to come in and get value. You can't respond with an auto cancel on a potential like Cloud LB or something else that could happen. It's also quite effective versus Pinello, because if Pinello is dull and or frozen by the Gilgamesh effect, Gentiana will remove Pinello's effect.
Oh wow, really?
So yeah, they can never trigger Pinello's ability while it's dull.
It's rude.
It's one of those rare
So
circumstances where you know this one of again for Gentiana, which is I've always, I talked to Leo yesterday on stream, and he's like, you know, I'm still have the one of Gentiana, and this is kind of one of his signature techs. Miwa does fix the board state, of course. And I'm gonna check quickly. How many Miwa is Mike on? 2 or 3? 2. Okay.
Okay.
That could be pretty devastating for Leo if he does have the Miwa. Mike is going to play Fran with the Ash ability, taking back the Balthier that he pitches and just pass turn. So clearly no Miwa, or maybe trying to see how they can play it out in response instead of proactively dealing with this board state. Yeah, I agree that Yuna probably needed to go last turn. I wonder if...
Why do you think he did?
Good question. Maybe an incorrect allocation of the CP there, right? Maybe holding, maybe tapped the barrel eye rather than looks like Leo's considering it now. Will he have to pay through the nose though? Yuna can tax the cloud twice. See an Amaterasu in Leo's hand, but everything is now up. It's too late now. I imagine Mike's going to start getting value off this Pinello as much as possible. And if he did dry out his Miwa, this could be quite devastating.
See if he has it.
I know, I always find it's easier to see
Yeah.
cards in the hand of a person on the right. It was just a pass, yes. Okay, Mike is tapping out backups and no, probably for a Pinello trigger. Leo is going to go bye-bye. Okay, we're seeing another Pinello trigger here. Wall 7 going into break zone. Now, it's an interesting choice. Keeping the Gentiana is obviously the favored option here. But will it just die to a Cloud LB right now? Yes, it will. So, hey, there's the Ama.
Yeah.
Kind of wonder, was it worth saving it? As chat was pointing out, was it better to have LB'd Yuna out of the way earlier? Again, Leo is skating on thin ice here. He's just praying, I think, that Miwa does not enter the chat. Clearly, Miwa is not entering the chat yet, because that could have probably just ended the game there. He was not a real card. Okay, we see an Undead Princess and a Onion Knight off the flip. Hey, so again, it's funny how things can change very quickly.
Yeah, I feel a little nervous now. For Mike.
What will come out of this? I do see a Balthier in Mike's hand, but Leo is still comfortably sitting at 0 damage. Both players are at 0 damage. They're not. Neither player is willing to risk EXs.
That's pretty fair, I think.
They're going to see who can develop the dominant board state, who can develop the advantage necessary to push for damage.
Does Leo also have all the colors now for Gilgamesh if you needed?
I believe so. I think he's had
Yeah.
them. He has them spread out there. I
Yeah,
see a
he
light
does, yeah.
wall, a wall 4, and Ceramus, which
Yep.
is the 7 colors. If I was Mike, I'd be considering Gilgamesh LB at this point. But maybe he wants to hold out. Hey. Pinello trigger, sacrifice of the undead princess. Or sorry, it was the no-no, and then a Pinello trigger, I believe. Yeah, so Mike is probably considering what I said. He's
Gilgamesh?
looking at what else. He's saying, you know, if I use Gilgamesh, will Leo presumably still have his colors that he needs? Getting rid of that wall 7 from the break zone, the light one especially, I think is particularly relevant.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like it can just, the criteria can just be refilled anytime Mike wants to use a Pinello trigger. It's because he'll choose. Yeah, there's the Gilgamesh coming down. Okay, interesting. So we're seeing the extra. Oh, we're seeing, okay, we're seeing wall 7 and Warrior of Light being removed.
Sense?
Hey, Miwa freezing that Gentiana. Or sorry, Yuna freezing the Gentiana. Okay, 0 miss off the top. Having those 3 backups is nice in this situation. Keeping Pinello locked down. Gentiana definitely creating a different game state here.
How do you get rid of her in this situation? Or do you? Can you?
Well, Mike already used his Cloud LB.
Yeah.
So he's trying to maybe find a way where No dies, or maybe a Gertie backup, or Lightning, the 7 drop, or any of the Odins in the deck are options as well.
Chorus,
I can
yeah.
imagine even finding a way to Chuchulane her and then going off with like a Miwa turn could potentially be very valuable as well. And you can just like Pinello trigger infinite times and try and get rid of as many things as possible while she's Chuchulaned. There's a few options, but it looks like Mike is being pretty conservative with his resources. Again, he has no reason to, I guess, be alarmed at this point because he's taken 0 damage.
Right.
We do see Unit Trigger coming out. Zero Miss will make things awkward, along with Gentiana, just because of the dull at the end of turn effect. So Gentiana essentially will now read, well, everything will lose their effects at the end of the opponent's turn. I kind of wonder, will Mike find the Miwa in this case in order to make some noise? Okay, there's the Cloud LB coming down, probably to get rid of that Yuna finally. Yep. Does Mike have the Miwa? Nope. Oh, there she goes.
Big sad.
Hey, not looking promising.
Well, they're probably okay to take a bit of damage now and hope for one of those Odin flips then.
Okay, Zeramus coming in for our first point of damage this game. EX burst. Nope.
Ah. It hurts so much when you don't see EXs in one of these games and you're running so many. And you're like, how did I not hit any or more than one? Like, the math is not mathing.
We see a Bahamut. I believe that Leo's still holding on to one crystal. And so that Bahamut could come in handy in a pinch. I didn't see if he had the extra fire CP for that, though. Mike does have the Chuchulain in hand. Are we going to see Chuchulain on Gentiana? Or attempt to Chuchulain Gentiana? I see a Scholar back up in Leo's hand as well. Oh, actually going for the Zeramis rather to stop the Dull. At the end of turn.
I believe we've only been at 1 point of damage so far.
Again, sometimes going for that point of damage when you're not ready, and if it ends up being an EX, that can be
Oh, it could totally
right?
screw you over. Of
Yeah.
course, yeah. It's just funny to see. I've been playing too
Two
many
pretty
aggro decks.
Two pretty aggressive decks, yeah, not dealing damage to each other. It's like a gentleman's game.
Get them all cigars.
Yep.
Thing.
Yep, the MBM monster coming down. The MBM monster that has seen play outside of MBM. It's because of it. It can deal with a lot of really big forwards. The Ephirian in Leo's hand. Ephirian Bahamut Scholar. And what looks like Sarah FFL. Hey, Undead Princess coming down to get that crystal and discard. Leo's at 3 crystals now because he's at 2 Undead Princesses plus a Scholar. Crystals are being tracked right off screen. Maybe this is a hard lesson, as KP is saying, or Mike. Be wary of the Gentiana. Beware. Save the cloud for the Gentiana. Leo deciding if he wants to end his turn here. Nope. He's going to go in. He's freezing that Pinello. We're going to see a Bahamut come out for that Balthier. Okay, Mike got kind of what he wanted there with the no sack. Again, as I mentioned earlier, like he was looking for a way to get rid of that no for sure, just so he can try and find some plays to kind of get out of the funk that he's in.
No EX when he took that damage either. Just a silly little Vaughan.
I think we see an Axe Star plus something else. It might be the Terra FFL in Leo's hand. We see a pass, just pass. That Zero Miss being gone is a good thing for Mike. At least now there isn't going to be a consistent freeze on the Pinello. We'll see if Mike can hit some EXs here. Okay, there is a Chooch Lane. I don't know if it really changes much here. Maybe, yeah, wipe the Gentiana and then he could get a Pinello trigger at the end of this. Lock plus Pinello trigger. Okay, there's the freeze on the Pinello again.
How is there another Zero Miss? Keeps showing back up.
And we also see another Bahamut. Okay. That was the Pinello trigger, sacrificing Cloud. Looks like Leo is going to move to pass. Yes. Okay, so Pinello's still down, still frozen. Gentiana's ability is back. Mike is on 2 Miwas. Yeah, if he drew Miwa while he still had that Yuna, it could have been very scary for Leo. Okay, we have that no coming down. Finally going to get rid of that Gentiana. Does Leo have the Ama in hand? I did see the fire CP for it. But the Bahamut, if he has this Ama, doesn't look like it. Looks like a Bahamut.
Yep.
Okay, Bahamut coming in on the Pinello here. Will Mike respond? Although he can't really, because then he'll just sacrifice the Gentiana on the stack. Mike probably just has to let this happen. Because Nono's ability has not resolved yet. So you could sack, and then the No isn't technically getting value. It would be a waste. I guess Leo is baiting it. Okay, a team attack coming in. Okay, and a pass after that. Remembering that Zero Miss causes No to dull at the end of turn. And a very annoying card.
It's extremely annoying. I hate it. Probably good to have that dinosaur out in this case.
Yes.
Have something that isn't fairly dulled by him.
We see a Ferris in Leo's hand and an Ishtola. We're going to go for the Ferris play, I guess. Ferris will allow a 7k worth of pings here. 9k worth of pings with Onion Knight, Warrior of Light, and it's herself. Oh, we're going to see the Chooch Lane in response. So none of that is going to happen now. Just the 1k to board. We do have lethal on board here. but the dinosaur is in the way.
Yeah.
I don't know
Plus
what's left in.
potential for all of the X's.
I don't know what's left in Leo's deck, in his LB deck. If he has I think he only has one card in hand. I think, yeah. So it looks like he's just going to combat. So there's no option for a Kuja there, to try and push out the game. And we're going to see a pass there. Okay, 4 damage on Leo. Odin and Lightning are MIA. Yes, there might be a stream of them coming up soon.
Why not?
I see a Miwa. It's several turns too late.
Yes.
But maybe if we see another Pinello, there could be some action. That is a good question. I wonder why
he didn't swing with zero
why
miss?
there wasn't a swing with 0 miss. Hey, Vaughan effect, draw 2, pitching a no-no.
Oh, did he just come out that turn, Zero
I don't
miss?
know.
Why
I
did
see a water backup tapped.
Because I had seen Zero miss out there so much, I feel like he's just been there this.
Did he play the Zeramis that turn? I don't know. I thought attacked the previous turn. Yeah. So only the Ario's tapped, so I didn't see the lightning. Yeah, he played Ferris.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there's the Balthier. Are we gonna see Mike just try and like push something here? I don't know. Having that activate on the Miwa in hand is kind of juicy. So maybe he's gonna see what happens as a result. I mean, all this stuff is gonna dull anyways. He doesn't have Pinello. He's going to try and attack. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there is a potential lethal here. There's no ultimate shield. Warrior Blight is dulled on the Balthier swing.
What did Leo have in hand? Do you remember?
I kind of wonder though, doesn't he just block with Ferris and kill the Balthier here? Or not? Okay. Maybe I missed something there. Kind of surprised that the Ferris wasn't blocking. Okay. So Vaughan coming in, dulling the Zeramis. We're going to see the untap ability to give it a second attack this turn. Okay. See a wall 4 go to damage. That's not always nice. We see Vaughan coming in for a second swing. Oh, there's that Gilgamesh. That's the third Gilgamesh. Oh, no. We see Fran coming in for damage number 5. We see Gilgamesh and the lethal. Oh, my goodness. There it is. Wow.
Turned it around.
I think that there was a misplay there with that Balthier. I don't know if it would have mattered because of the Miwa, right? Because I guess he could back attack it and then pump
Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been enough. It would have been 10,000. Valkyrie would have been 11. So I guess it wouldn't have mattered in that scenario.
Because Ferris would have done how much?
10.
10? Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it didn't matter actually. Yeah. That's MBM shenanigans,
Well,
I guess.
Now I can't wait to go and play a side event with mine watching him. Like, okay, I'm learning how to do it better.
And on 2 backups too, right? Did not see that early backup start, but you want to see with MBM.
He had 3 backups at one point, didn't he? You just cracked one of them?
I think he cracked one. He had 3 at one point. But not the ideal. With the Mont Blanc into Gertie into or Hurdy and all that kind of jazz. Again, I don't think the Ferris block would have mattered. I think he probably shouldn't have attacked with the Onion Knight the turn before.
So why did he not attack with the Zero Mist then? Did we ever figure that out? Because I think he came in before.
I think it shouldn't. I think he probably should have attacked with the Zero Mist and Frozen. That probably would have saved him that 1 point of damage. Instead, he attacked with the Onion Knight, and basically I think the best 2 options there were attack with Zero Mist or not attack at all. Yeah.
We went to go for game and changed his mind, maybe.
Again, the top cut stress is real.
Yeah, you think you have a game plan, and you're like, okay, hold on, wait, maybe I'm overshooting. Let's be a bit more discreet. Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Bit me in the ass in the end.
I still remember Florida Materia Cup years ago. I was on Terra, my signature Terra deck.
Yep.
And I was in the game with Brian Tavello. He was running his old school Golbez deck, the Warp Golbez, and I had the win. Like I could have discarded a wind card from my hand to Azura my backups and Amaterasu, Miss Dragon, the Amaterasu of my Shantoto backup.
Right.
And I just didn't see it. I just didn't see that I could have reactivated my backups, and I will never forget it.
How we learn these lessons so we can be better later. All right, so he's got full 7 and 4-color Warrior of Light there. Sarah FFL, cool.
Very typical start for wall 7.
Yep. Well, I mean.
Oh, okay, that's not a great sign.
Oh no, are we ashing right away? Yeah, we are. I had that happen like 3 times yesterday.
It's not the worst, right?
Not the worst. Depends what you flip. I was complaining yesterday how I had to do that, and I flipped off of Ash 3 Odins and a Lightning.
Oh God!
And then a Booknami.
Did you have a prophecy? No. Okay.
Oh no.
An Odin and a Lightning, but some MBMs as well.
Yeah, I think I only got like 1 MBM. I had Bucknami as my only one. Which
coming in.
Yep.
See if Mike learned from the experience of Gentiana.
And Leo he's running Gentiana as a 1-of?
Yes.
Okay.
So hitting that off that early wall 7 was pretty fortunate.
Pretty good luck there for sure.
What am I looking at? We'll deal with it when we get to it. How come I don't see some of these here? Oh, okay. We're seeing comments on various platforms between YouTube and Twitch, but the Twitch comments are on the stream. Okay. Oh, lots of choice. Lots of choice for Leo. Oh my God, 5 potential hits off the top there. He immediately grabs that white tiger. Obviously that's a very disruptive card and a very powerful card. Big body, great effect. Oh, maybe changing his mind here. Okay, he's thinking
Oh, okay.
Alphino instead. Maybe he's like, I'm gonna search Gentiana. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we see probably Ash is dead this turn. We're gonna get the search for Alphino to resolve first, and then the free play from
From the Star.
yep, and we're probably gonna see Zeramis maybe,
And do what, 9K?
or
on
maybe
Ash?
just the other white tiger. Yeah, we see white tiger coming out.
Yep. Oh, no.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Changed his mind with the Gilgamesh. Probably trying to set up like a big turn. So if like Mike doesn't have immediate responses, he's in big trouble. And we know that the we're gonna see. We know that Leo has a wall 4 in hand. So this is already a very scary board. There is potentially going to be a big lethal swing if we see that light CP.
Yeah, that was a annoyingly good flip.
Yeah, that nice search of Alphino for the Gilgamesh to play it off the Axar, then trigger the ping for 9,000 on the Ash. Puts him way ahead.
And having one of your backups offline like that sucks when you're in the state. Makes sense to Ash again?
Hmm. Question is, he knows that that wall special is in there, so all these things are immune to targeting effects. He's kind of dancing this fine line again.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if you just try to rebuild a bit.
Mike is holding Yuna. I did not see that. Can't see her. The discarding a Pinello for the backup Hurdy. I think he's kind of banking that he survives these next turns. I don't think Leo can count out the Odin EXs, of course. So he's probably going to be somewhat precarious with that, the swinging. Until he can guarantee that he can wall special and close it out. Mike is going to hold out and see. Kenny, just hang on.
Yeah, hang on the turn. Better luck next time.
Build his resources.
Yeah.
Give him some stuff to work with. I do see the light wall special in hand for Leo, though. He just drew it. So if he has the lightning, we could see game this turn. Wait, we're 1 damage away from game. 3, 4, 5. Leo never slipped. So we're going for Leo. Pitching a Gilgamesh. That's all 3 Gilgameshes already. Okay. So he's deciding just to swing with the 1. Leo's probably out there as a fodder in case, you know, there's some Pinello shenanigans that are coming out of this. We'll see if Mike decides to put again a unit down to try and at least dull out the forwards. Okay, we got 4, 6. We're going for Ash play here. The nice thing about Yuna is like if you can try and bait the ultimate shields, you can maybe stack, but I do believe Leo's holding double ultimate shields right now.
Oh no.
So
That's rough.
well, lots of choices again. Question is always, what does Mike not have in his hand?
Got a Fran earlier, right? And
Yeah.
that a Vaughan
Seems
or
like he's
no?
thinking about the Fran, though.
Oh, okay.
Yep, looks like... Oh, okay, going for the Vaughan. AP sending some Wall 7 positive messages. The Obi-Wan of Wall 7 is trying to speak to Leo. Will the Force be with him?
No favorites. No favorites.
Will this pass through the ether to Leo? AP is whispering in Leo's ear.
Okay, yeah, there's the no.
We see one of the ultimate shields come down.
Yep.
Will
have
I
it?
kind of wonder is
Will
is
he-
ball is we're gonna see Gilgamesh LB? No, we're gonna
say
see Yuna.
was
Okay,
yep.
just to try and disrupt the elements, but I don't know. We have fire, water, fire, or ice. Yeah, so Gilgamesh LB might have been an interesting choice there too. Because again, we have fire, water, lightning, ice.
Yeah. He's got too many.
We're missing earth and wind though. So if he got rid of both of those wall 7 or
Did he
wall
just
4s,
not have the CP for it?
I think he did.
He
I don't know what he had in hand. I think
pitched when he had 2 cards left. It was Yuna. And
Oh
something,
yeah, he
so
didn't have the lightning.
Yeah.
He didn't have the lightning CP. Okay, there is the Cloud LB to try and there's the ultimate shield.
Womp womp.
Rip. Sometimes when you got it with wall 7. That's just it, right?
Yep.
Oh, there's another one. He drew another wall 7.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's done.
He's like, yep. Let's not even bother.
Yep, that is now 1-1. We're going to game 3.
That's hilarious, though. Just the
We have
last
25
game.
minutes on the clock, so that was a quick game 2. We still have
Yeah.
time to finish this out quite nicely.
It's where the first game seemed like it went on forever. Nobody wanted to swing, and now it's like.
Yep. I think honestly, when you see that triple, quadruple wall special, like
yeah, you're just like, okay, let's not waste.
nothing
time
can
here.
stop me. Nothing at all.
It's over. Yeah.
Leo better shuffle well. Or maybe he wants all those walls together. No.
Just give me all the walls.
The wall after, well, he wants the walls after he starts his initial hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw 3 wall specials that game. Craziness.
Any word from how the others are doing so far? Going. A lot of concentrated faces
I
out
see
there.
Tayo still playing. Looks like both Steven and Derek are on games right now that are still going in. Wall versus or was Sam tools on wall 7 actually. It was wall 7 versus wall 4 for Tayo.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Game 3. We'll take that top 4 spot.
So would you said before, like, a lot of games right now, they're pretty much decided by like turn 2.
I think this is
How are you feeling about these? I feel like the first one was definitely not.
it's interesting because there are these kind of dynamics I think within each of these decks now where what is flipped. Like I feel like Leo's game, it kind of was decided by like turn 2 just by
Yes, the last game, yes, but
yeah.
the first one
The
seemed
first
to
game was a little bit
really,
maybe
yeah,
because of like suboptimal starts for both players.
exactly that bad Wool 7 flip there. Well,
Yeah.
not great. Well, the Gantiana was good, but yeah.
I think the Gentiana really changed the way the game would have been played.
Yes. Okay, so Mont Blanc and Gertie, I think. My eyes, sometimes I swear to God.
Yeah, we've got Mont Blanc into Gertie, which is a pretty strong turn 1 start. Doesn't get both elements online. Again, we have the typical Aria into wall 7. That'll probably see a pass there. It's interesting how like not as much Amaterasu in the meta. And so some of these decks which have like big turn 2 payoff plays are not as afraid to just, do things.
Leo, he runs 3 of them though, right? Does he?
He runs 2
You
Ama, I
Only
think.
2? Okay. That Ash flip looking.
See the Pinello
Not
there.
too shabby. 2 Alma, 2 Bahamut. Okay, got
Will
it.
a backup come up? Or will Pinello come up? Okay. Pinello's coming out. Oh, there's there's Miwa. Probably see it. We're gonna just go for backups, draw a card.
Yeah.
Why not? Set up, get more characters, character counts. And here we go. We got earth, ice, water, lightning, and fire. That's 5 elements for Gilgamesh. One. Okay. Woo woo.
Always happy to hear our locals winning.
Locals winning. Yay.
Top 4 for him.
Bart's doing Bart's things. IO top 4, yes. Okay, we have Axar into White Tiger. Is there something else coming down? See how this resolves here.
Do you get rid of the Pinello or?
Yeah, I think Axar is targeting the Pinello here. White Tiger's freezing the Gertie.
Yep.
And there's the Gilgamesh.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
so
Yep.
we have.
Well, could kill the Ash instead.
I don't
then.
know. Is that 7 elements? I see the light, right? So we've got earth, ice, lightning, fire. Nope, we're missing wind.
Yeah, it makes more sense to get rid of the Ash in this context right now. Be a little bit harder to Pinello trigger when everything's frozen.
Hmm. Backups are out of the of play right now. This is still a very scary situation for Mike to be in. We're gonna see again. Is it gonna be one of those cases where Leo just top decks those wall specials and just like pushes for game?
Maybe I should play wall 7 after all. I've been resisting. But man, that is
Interestingly enough, you know, the stats on that I think are like it's the most topping deck
right.
of top 8s, but then it hasn't won as many events.
Yes.
But again, if your goal is just to top, then it seems like a pretty solid choice.
I'm usually pretty
Hey.
happy if I manage to just do that.
We're
So,
seeing
yeah.
that Hurdy. You got Hurdy Fran, Aknami. Hey.
Going for backups. All right.
I mean, why not? At this
Yeah,
point, if you're gonna
yeah.
play it for free or for a reduced cost off Ash, anyways, get a card back. Okay, there's the no. No coming down to kill that Gilgamesh. He's like, no, thank you.
Boy.
No, thank you. Duplicate no killed, and then now we're seeing Axstar being sacked for Penelo. How quickly things change here.
It's funny how MBM, like, you're like looking at it going, that's not great. And then just a few plays, a good flip, and got 5 characters on board. Oh,
I don't know if he top decked that. If it is a top
He
deck, it's a
must
very
have.
nice top deck.
Because he didn't do a shield. Oh, no, he didn't have it up for shield anyway. Yeah.
We got a 0 miss off
Yeah.
the flip, which isn't terrible. Not his ideal. If he saw that Gilgamesh, maybe that would have been more favorable. See that discard coming in for that last card in hand, which was the Hurdy backup from the Undead Princess. And we'll see the freeze onto the backup. Axter probably is going to swing this turn, I imagine, just to get rid of Penelo or Ash.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of a waste not to if you have that opportunity.
Yep.
There it is.
Okay, going for the
Okay.
Ash. No value allowed.
Odin? Nope.
Oh, okay, 2/2. Getting a card in hand is always nice.
Yes, especially when you don't have one.
Still missing that wind element in the break zone. Fran coming in. Fran will take back Balthier. I think Mike probably will, okay, try to get rid of something here. Go for the Undead Princess is gone. Everything's going to dull anyways with 0 miss, so there's no point not to do that. Fortunately, Axter is just kind of like picking things off one by one, and he's going to try and go for that Penelo. Bye-bye, Penelo. Okay, we're going to see the Balthier come in first. Oh, and he's like, no thanks, Bahamut. We'll take care of that very quick. Another Chuchulain. At least that freeze is not going to come in from the 0 miss. EX being good.
I don't think he's hit any of the Lightnings or Odin EXs this whole time. But a whole lot of the Cuchulain though. That's kind of wild.
Odin would have been preferable.
Yeah. Yeah. But in all 3 games, I don't think we saw it once.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So that means it should come through now. Next, 3 damage, all Odins.
Is this a team attack or it is? Okay.
Well, if you're gonna dull, right, you might as well.
Optic Alma and something else I can't see.
You have the
Shuffling
CP
so
for
quickly
it.
there. Looking in the LB.
Leo, yeah.
Yeah, just pitching that Alma. Oh, there's a Gil. Is that a Gilgamesh? I think it might have been. Okay. You see Gertie getting rid of the Axstar.
Okay.
Gilgamesh still missing the wind. Thermos coming in. Okay. Still no EX for the Odin. Haven't seen no Odins. See a Miwa in hand. Nello is gone from the game. Not looking great for Mike.
Oh, this is a little bit of a tricky situation for sure. Yeah, without the Ash giving you that value, it can be a little bit inefficient. Try and rebuild.
Being on 1 backup versus wall 7 is probably feels bad.
Yeah. But I mean, would it have made sense to keep the Gertie? I don't know.
I don't think he could have. It was
No.
discarded by the undead princess, right? So
Oh. No, I thought he like cracked it.
oh, the Gertie.
Yeah, the
No, I
Gertie.
don't think it would have mattered in that case. The recurring value from Axstar just killing something,
Too much.
it's too much. You
Yeah.
just probably have to get rid of him.
I'm convinced this deck runs 0 Odins. Yeah.
Okay, there's a lightning discard for Balthier for the Fran effect. What Mike is attempting here, trying to, I guess, hold that Miwa.
I was gonna say, does he have a Miwa in
He
it?
does. He does have a Miwa. So I think he's probably hoping to try and set up a lethal for next turn. Because that is probably his major out. Oh, there's that win CP. That is going to be
that's
pretty
good hit.
significant.
Another 0 miss. Okay.
Will Leo see that win CP for that Greg in hand? We see a Shtola and a Mog, so no win CP still.
Okay.
Ishtola's kind of scary though. Does create this unblockable situation and also prevents aggression in some cases. Oh, we're getting the Greg. Doesn't have the CP to play the Shtola anyways, with the fire and lightning cost. We've got 5 elements. Haste. We're gonna see the freeze. Will he just Miwa here? No, I think he's gonna.
For
He's
that
gonna
Odin?
hit for the Odin.
Odin? No.
No. Okay, is the Miwa coming down now?
Or do you just take one more damage and still hope for that EX? Yeah, I think he's that.
Playing it
Rough.
by ear. He's holding
Now you.
everything for the
Yep,
last
there she
second. Yeah, there's the
is.
Miwa and the damage pump. Okay, so Miwa pumps 2K board wide. We're going to see block on that Leo
Bye, buddy.
from the Miwa itself. Want to keep those MBM names for that Balthier trigger. Oh my goodness, could this come just turn around? Or did Leo overextend here? Not expecting the Miwa.
I mean, I think you kind of have to expect it when somebody's,
Right.
you know, swinging like that.
Again, like if he doesn't attack, he loses. If he does attack, he loses in some cases.
That's true.
With the
Sometimes
Miwa.
you also go just to get the damage in.
Right, and so this is a 9K Warrior of Light versus the 11K Balthier. I don't know if it would have mattered how far he went.
Cloud, yeah, okay.
Okay, trying to break something and put out some semblance of a blocker here. We're gonna see how this unfolds. If we see a Miwa, if we see an MBM target, I think that's game. Do we see a card name MBM forward that can be hasted by Balthier? Or do you need the 5 actually? So I think he's actually not going to be able to haste with the Balthier anyways. I think you need the 5.
You need 5. He's only got he won't.
Yeah, so this again, we see the right play was definitely the Cloud in this case.
Trying to see which backup that is. They all look the same, and
this is the one that discards in Mont Blanc. It's a
that's a Mont Blanc,
discard
right?
and deal 4K, I think.
You'd have to be very lucky. He's got how many cards?
Okay.
3. Yeah,
I mean,
had...
Mike is counting. He's like, uh-oh. He needs 5 plus the MBM names, and with that many cards in hands, and he might not actually be able to push through the lethal. If he
had that MBM, the 2 CP backup that draws you a card.
Yep.
And then another one to play.
Yep.
That would be possible, but.
Or does he have lightning in the break? That would be a good one as well. Looking for, he's counting. Again, I haven't seen what he's been discarding, so it's like I don't. Have you seen many Odins? There's one lightning in the damage.
We haven't. I don't know. We haven't seen a lot at all.
Oh, I see lightning in hand. Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, going for Gertie. Interesting. Okay, and then gonna do the lightning from the break zone. There you go. There's the lightning Odin, and I think that's probably gonna be it. Okay, lightning is gonna come in, draw a card.
Hey.
And we see Balthier swinging to dull the cloud. Damage coming out. Okay, 5, and that's 6, and 7, and that's GG. Okay, wow, Mike takes it 2-1.
Wow, that was okay. I didn't think that was looking good for Mike for this one for a while.
I feel like that again, like MBM always has this very surprising factor. That they can spin a game on its head with just a few points of damage, and all of a sudden lethal is well in range, and they can take a game back that seemed almost assured for Leo at one point.
He was very lucky to have the Mimo when he did this time, like because it didn't show up early enough before in the previous game, but now he had it exactly when he needed it.
Exactly.
So that was very good.
Well, maybe that's just karma coming full circle, right? The wheel of fortune. Sometimes you get bad luck, sometimes you get good luck. Those 2 Chuchu lanes probably helped in some ways. Stop that freeze that one turn. Drew him some cards, right? Everything's relevant in that case.
Still never saw an Odin EX in all 3 games, so that's
I know, that's surprising in 3 games. You're hoping for at least one, and I think that could have had a big impact on the game as well.
Yeah.
Again, it's interesting seeing that matchup because, you hear different things. I know KP was saying Wall 7's favored, and then we see MBM doing all these shocking things, and I wonder if Leo didn't respect the damage thresholds enough, maybe not knowing that matchup. I know that he has taken some extended breaks. We had a brief interview yesterday where he's That he hasn't been playing as much lately.
Okay.
So he might not
okay.
be as familiar with some of these decks as he would have been in the past.
But if he's not playing as much lately and he's still popping like this, that's pretty good. That's pretty impressive.
He's got the skills.
Yeah, he's definitely got the skills. No
Okay.
doubt about that.
I think we're gonna probably bring Mike on.
Yep.
And chat with him a little bit.
And maybe I'll go play a little something.
You gonna play some Chaos
I
Draft?
don't know. Maybe no.
You can just reminder, guys, if you are here and you're watching the stream, sign up for events. There is free play events as well. There's also $10 Swiss. So if you just want to play with a couple friends casually and win a pack per win with a foil promo at the end. What's that? We also have an updated bracket. So let's take a look at that before we get Mike on cam. I see him behind me here. So looking at semifinals, we've got Tayo versus Mike. I believe this is a rematch from yesterday, right, Mike? Feel free to grab the mic. The mic. Just hold it by the thing and. So I believe we have a rematch coming up, and congrats on your win.
Thank you.
I was sweating for you a little bit. Some of those games were pretty tight.
Yeah. Oh man.
So tell me what you're feeling. What are you thinking right now?
Those games are hard, man. I don't think I played. I don't think I played as well as I could have done game one. I think I made a couple mistakes, but he also made a couple mistakes, so it ended up making the game probably go longer than it should have.
Yeah.
And
we were talking about, game one was very long, and this whole ideology of like this meta where a lot of games are kind of like decided by very early turns. That one seemed to defy that definition.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna lose that game.
I did too. No,
it was so tight. Like, and then I'm like, wait, I think I can set up lethal, and then it's like it managed to work out.
If he just didn't attack with that Onion Knight, I think maybe you wouldn't have had the lethal that turn. Or if it attacked with the Zeramis instead, I feel like that was one of the big parts of that. Game two seemed like he had everything.
Oh yeah, he just ran me over.
Like it was just like wall special, and you're like, okay, moving to the next game. Anything surprising? I know that Gentiana probably threw everyone for a loop a little.
Yeah, like I saw it in his list, and I was like, this is potentially gonna be annoying, but I underestimated how annoying it was gonna be a little bit. Yeah, I figured it out pretty fast. Like I needed to get rid of it, but he had multiple ways to keep protecting it, and it was it's just stuck. That and like the Zeramises, and I was just like, come on, man, just let me.
It's a killer combo, right? Dull everything. Basically, it says all your opponent's cards lose their effect at the end of their turn. And KP was in the chat. He was commenting. He was like, oh, like maybe Mike will learn to save the cloud for Gentiana, and I think you did, right? Like, or I can't remember. Did you Did you cloud the Gentiana?
He
no.
didn't. He didn't play.
Oh, it was only the first game, right?
Outside of the first game, yeah.
Yeah, but maybe if you did see it, you would have held that cloud there. Any other surprises? It was cute, the Bahamut stack on the Pinello effect, forcing you to kind of not get as much value off that Pinello.
I think the biggest surprise, like looking over his list, that he played 3 Onion Knight. I was like, no.
What do you think about that choice? Why is it a no in your mind?
So it's not a no. It's you can justify it. Also, being able to like actually use his death trigger it could be pretty huge. Like that.
Yeah.
That could be pretty
Keeping
relevant. Like I actually
board.
got a little worried about it when he had it out. I was like, this could be bad if he actually sacks it off and triggers it and
Right.
does it, because I'm like on the edge of losing this game this whole time.
I didn't think about that. If like with the Pinello sacking the Onion Knight, replaying the Onion Knight, keeping that threat on board. Yeah.
Yeah, the Pinello is like a double-edged sword in that matchup. Like it's it gets around the wall specials, so it gives me like the good non-targeted removal.
Yeah.
But he controls what he's putting into the break zone.
So he can set up Greg and
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can play around Greg probably better than most decks.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still dangerous. Like
Yeah.
usually how I lose is early Greg with lots of protection potentially,
Yeah.
which was game 2.
Yeah.
um,
There wasn't much to be done there.
no,
I feel like he just top decked into special after special after special. So
I'm glad there's no. I don't think is there any more Wall 7s in Top Cut?
we have no wall 7s because I think Tayo took out Sam.
Yeah, because only two made it to top 8, right?
Yeah.
All right. I wanted Sam to win because I love Sam, but I'm also much happier not to have to go through that 2 rounds in a row.
How do you feel about the Refia matchup? I know yesterday you lost.
I did. It was really close. It was probably my closest game all day. It was weird. Like, it was. He basically had to have a Kukulin or he died.
Yeah.
And he had the Kukulin. Like, it came down to him, like, having. I think he had 2 cards left in his deck, like, when I conceded. Because we went to
Oh,
time.
my goodness.
And I was like, he can't kill me in time. I can't kill him. But he's going to kill me on his next turn if he got another turn. So I was like, all right.
So I know we are about to turn over on the round. So how you feeling? Are you your nerves ready for this semifinals?
Ready as they're gonna be.
Well,
But that matchup is like I felt a little cooked at the end of that like last game.
and you managed to pull it through.
I almost missed like
That is the Miwa, right? Yeah.
yeah. I was trying to set that up for a while. I was like holding it. I was like he's gonna bait into this like really hard, and I just need to wait and be patient. And it happened. He baited into it,
Yep.
and then I I had to just figure out how to get that last attacker through.
And
The lightning.
The lightning, yeah. I was like, okay, either he finds a way to get the 5 MBMs on board for the haste with Balthier,
Yeah.
or he finds that lightning, and there you go. There she was.
Yeah, I was in there like racking my brain, and I was like, and then right there at the end before I like played the Gertie pitching the lightning to get back the water CP. I was sitting there like, I'm like, how the hell am I gonna play this? I don't have. There's no way for me to have the water CP. And then I just stopped. I'm like, oh, you're stupid. Then like play it, get back to Pinello, pitch the Pinello, recur the lightning, gets me that 4th attacker, and it gets rid of a blocker.
Yeah, honestly, it was awesome games. All of them were, I mean, well, the 2 that you won were very close. But the second one was a bit of a wash. But thanks for playing, and hope you have good luck in the semifinals.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
All right, you too.
Okay, guys, here we are. Semifinals. Kiss the ring. We're starting with paying the appropriate respect to Andy's hand. So Andy's on Wind Ice Crystals. Anthony is on Water Wind Monsters. My experience with this matchup, being a Water Wind player, is it could go pretty much either way. Again, Water Wind wants to set up, and Icewind Crystals wants to just flop down that Bart's Kadaj board, and it makes it very difficult for the storm to happen when you have a lot of pressure on you. You definitely need to see the Lulu in order, or like a Malboro at the very least, to get rid of some of those thicker bodies, let's say. We do see a Kadaj, early Kadaj, going to the break zone here, probably to just remove for Yazoo or Laws in the future and get those crystals going. Oh, and a Spiritus. Okay, so pretty strong turn 2 for Andy. Not having wind, though, is kind of annoying, I imagine. Okay, we got Sarah to Tycoon to Lena. And the great thing about Water Wind is the backup package is so modular and flexible, and there's just so many ways to get to that 5 backups reliably between Princess Goblin, Verena, Princess Sarah, Tycoon, Lena, Stiltskin, and I know I believe Anthony's list is running Vieira's now as well, which makes sense as a good standard unit option that can break itself in a pinch and make room for perhaps like a Stiltskin later on or some other backup as part of cast count. Okay, so we again see what I was mentioning. We see a pretty ideal Yazoo into Bart's into Bart's into Yazoo here. Oh, followed up with a Seymour. Ugh. This is going to be tough for Anthony. We're seeing a very strong early board state. This has been my experience with Icewind Crystals as a Weewa player. Being able to consistently, and if you follow up with a Kadaj right now, this is going to be a very scary time. I think I see a Kadaj. I kind of wonder. We'll see. Looks not. I'm probably just going to hold the CP for that Seymour. Get continual advantage. Get the Delphreeze discards. Okay. We see the crazy board coming out already. Again, the problem with this is 2 9Ks, a character that can shoot at instant speed. And also removes cards from the break zone, which is very annoying for Water Wind. We're going to see all the backups still frozen again this turn with Seymour and Yazoo. Okay, we see Chuchulain on the Seymour. Has to happen at this point. Otherwise, you're going to get devastated. Hopefully, Anthony sees an EX. He does. Trying to recoup some of what he's lost. Unfortunately, that win CP is locked down, which is a big deal. Okay. Double Alexander EX. You might think, oh, yeah, that's a positive. But, seeing those Alexanders in damage is not the greatest thing all the time. Sometimes you want to draw them so that you can storm off very easily, draw multiple cards, especially off things like Luna Freya after that 4th cast. Okay. I see Azura in hand. You see Apkalu. Will we see a storm turn even against all odds here? He's counting out. He's imaginarily playing what he needs to play. I'm guessing here a turn 1 backup into turn 2 Rosa or Lulu. Good tip is to play as Rosa as a second cast for people maybe trying to pick up this deck later, just to kind of not create an instance where that Yuffie can stack her damage ability to kill her. And you can get that third trigger off uninterrupted. We do see it's a Lulu. Okay, Lulu going into Chuchalane. Lulu, like I said, is also very important for the board wipe here because her ability allows her to reduce the power of the big bodies that are on the board, like Seymour. We see, again, Lulu trigger attempting to reduce Seymour's power. Anthony still got plenty of cards in hand. Andy deciding what he's going to do. I don't know if he's targeting Yuffie or if he's targeting Seymour here. I think he targeted the Seymour just to reduce to 5K. We see cast count dice, so obviously, you know, maybe Anthony's at least semi-confident in what's going to happen this turn. We'll see kind of how this plays out. I see another Chuchalane in hand. So he's seen all 3 Chuchalanes already. We're going to probably pitch Azura. Nope. Okay, Stiltskin looking for that Luso. Cast 4. We see Apkalu coming down. After a Zoo. Zoo activates the water backups. Kalu coming down, draws a card. I think we're probably going to see a Luso. We're seeing the last Chuchalane here. For Leo, yep. And we'll see. I kind of wonder if Chuchalane was the right play here, because then you could have got rid of the Bart. Oh, Bart's is already reduced. My bad. I didn't see that. Yeah, there's the Luso. Yep, makes sense. We're going to see pumping for 5K with Spiritus on the Seymour. Again, probably. Yeah, this is not a great position for Anthony. We're drawing 2 afterwards. I do see the Chocobo in hand. He's going to go for the Chocobo. Yeah. And there it is. Okay. This is, I do think Anthony is running 2 Chocobos, which is not standard for the Viridian list. Or the, sorry, Eureka list. In this case, it paid off. Seeing that Chocobo more reliably allowed for a double Luso turn. And we see Anthony actually in a pretty solid position with 3 forwards on board, 4 backups. He's drawn through quite a lot of cards already, though. And we've seen quite a lot of gas. We'll see how many witches are left. I see 1 removed from the game. And hopefully he can close out this game with witch, if that's his... otherwise, you know, Andy can rebuild the board relatively quickly, even despite being on 2 crystals. Okay, we're gonna see Kadaj come down. Gain 2 crystals, discard 2 cards at the end of turn. Oh, Anthony's like, nah, I'd rather not. I'll just wipe the effect and I'll dictate, you know, my own cards. At least get some advantage out of it. We have 7, 8. Oh, the T display, beautiful. And having the right CP for that is wonderful. Going to discard that Verena for the kicker. We're going to put Kadaj back to the bottom of the deck. Spiritus. Oh, I think that's reversed. Yep, there we go. And he's fixing it. This is a ideal situation now for Anthony. He is in complete control at this point. There aren't many EXs in Icewind. There's another Kadaj, or sorry, a Laws, I think, going to the damage as well. How quickly things can change with Storm. Good on Anthony, finding that line to Luso Storm. And that's kind of the trick with this deck. Having that Lulu was absolutely crucial in this particular situation in order to get that power reduction down. I'm excited for that Lulu full art promo that's coming later. And we're going to game 2 just like that. Again, you commit and you check. You see if your opponent can respond, and that is that. But again, a pretty ideal start for Andy, but a good follow-up from Anthony. Anthony won. And sometimes all that matters is just drawing the right CP and the right combination, even despite being on the double water backups with no wind. Anthony managed to find the right combination of cards. He was pitching for win basically the entire turn, but it worked out for him. Top decking that Chocobo was clutch, being able to bring back that Luso and finish off the Yuffie and Seymour was definitely the thing that clinched that game. I often look at my Wii list and I'm like, maybe I should run more Chocobos. Okay, we'll see how this game unfolds. Will it be like the last one? I see a Luso in Anthony's hand. That is definitely going to be mulligan. There's no backups. We see a Verena and Sarah. So, okay, some options. This looks like a decent start for Anthony. Seeing that Luso go to the bottom, though, not the greatest. We will get a shuffle, though, out of those backups. Okay. And he drops the Clavat backup. Getting some crystal action going. Okay, Sarah coming down over the Verena. Keeping the Verena in hand, though, as an option. I saw Tycoon in hand. So we're gonna see Elena. Oh no, it's Princess Sarah. Makes sense. Get your colors online. And now it's quite easy to go into Tycoon Lena, Arena, Princess Goblin. There's probably a good chance that we're going to see Anthony go to 5 backups very quickly in the coming turns, barring any like crazy disruption. We haven't seen a Remnant hit the break zone yet for Andy, which is pretty crucial in gaining those crystals that allow him to really explode and get the value that he wants from Bartz and Kadaj. We do see a Seymour in Andy's hand. Will he overcommit to disruption here? Yeah, I think he's going for it. Again, sometimes that's your only option. Paying 2 for Seymour's effect is not the worst. It's not an ideal situation. We see the Edge and a Marsh and a Vaughan, I believe, in the break zone. Still no Remnants. I do think Andy is holding on to one in his hand. One of the diabolical things about Seymour is, you know, how do you get rid of him? And the more he stays around, the further behind you fall. We're seeing, oh, there it is, the Death Gaze. It's a very expensive but almost necessary option because ultimately that Seymour is costing 4 CP every turn for Anthony. So we're going to see, will that very expensive decision pan out for Anthony? Okay, going to LB here. We're gonna see the Emperor. Andy's like, well, I know you still have the setup more, so I'm going to capitalize on that. We'll probably see an Alexander maybe follow this up just to break the Death Gaze for that free cost since the win for it entered play. I did mention this in one of my earlier streaming games. Yep, we do see the Alexander. Emperor is not the greatest card into Weewa. Simply because so much of what Weewa does is draw rather than okay. So we see again. Oh, I did see an Alexander come in. We're gonna probably see, yeah, Sid Highwind Alexander. Again, it's the battle of Seymour at this point. Will he see a backup? Oh, very lucky, very nice. Sid Highwind is always a gamble. I know, like, Death Gaze is one of those, like, oof. Very interesting card to keep in the LB. Seeing more and more. Anthony probably wants Emperor off the board at this point. Before he starts setting up. Was he willing to give cards? Probably not. We're going to probably just see draw. I see Opkalu. Oh, pitching the Opkalu. Anthony is like, okay, whatever. He's going full ham. Backup city. Failed to search for Princess Goblin, unfortunately. But I guess that does result in one less Emperor trigger. Another Seymour. Oh my God. Why? The triple pitch again with the kicker. The Seymour will not stay dead. We've seen 3 Seymours this game. No discards. Lena EX draws a card. Anthony playing on no hand versus another Seymour. Will he see the Alexander? Oh, we're going to see the Lulu. Okay, so he's got an answer to the Alexander again. It never stops. It never stops. Okay, so back and forth, back and forth. Will Anthony catch his breath? Is kind of what's happening here before he just dies. Emperor getting value, though. Why, yes, I will draw a card every time that you do things. Yes, he did. Or at least I think I saw. I think he did. I thought he went from 1 card after Seymour to 2, and now he's at 4. Yes. Oh, more big stuff. And Andy is like, nah, I'll still keep those backups locked down. No wind CP allowed. We're in a similar situation as last game. We got a Rosa. We're trading that Emperor. That is a great trade. This at least gives Anthony a couple options. Lethal not on board yet. Could see that Yuffie lethal with the crystal that's in play, giving her haste. Okay, we got draw. Oh, I see a witch. That is a nice card to have in this circumstance. We're good, yeah. Okay, and he's just passing. He's decided not to play the witch. Oh, Cerberus would have been nice. Oh, Kuchlane getting that juicy card draw. Okay. There's the Edge Haster. But I know that Anthony had the Kuchlane. The haste is now gone. I kind of wonder. This could be an opportunity for Anthony to come back, depending on what he's drawn. He's held a lot of cards. He got an EX. He has a witch in hand. His backups are finally up. What feels like the first turn. Okay, we got Zoo coming down. Usually a good sign for some storm. Okay, pitching Lena for Witch. Zoo's probably just going to be used for power reduction fodder. Based on what I'm seeing here, we see Azura. Azura's going for Echidna. Okay, we're going to see some. Yep, we're going to see some Witch infinite removal loops here. He's keeping the Azura out because we know what's about to happen. We're going to see a lot of card draw, which is going to essentially just kill the Echidna. We're going to see a recurring removal with Witch and Echidna, most likely. Or he might hold on to it and just go for the Kalu. Or there is Luso on the table as well now. Honestly, like he's got the cards. Got pitching for Lulu. Yep. Tapping, taking. There's the Luso. Yep. Luso coming in, wiping that board, drawing a card, and the Echidna loop is going to begin. Anthony is in an incredibly stable position now. I'm wondering, he's actually choosing the tutor lane just probably to keep some insurance. I imagine he's holding that tutor lane just in case some shenanigans happen with Crystal Shantoto dull everything and a haster. Again, that is one of the scary look-fors in this deck that can lead to a very surprising death. I imagine if Andy can't do much this turn, that might seal the deal. Every turn that you give Weewa is a turn closer to your destruction. My. Andy thinking very carefully what he wants to do. Really, his best bet is to hold on for what I mentioned. Probably keep some crystals, generate some crystals, get a Yuffie, and try and get enough crystals to stack that protection as well as Shantaro, this front line. But the Echidna will remain a problem as long as there's a summon in hand, because it will not be dulled by the Shantaro effect. Hey. I think Anthony can take his time, hoard his resources, at least try to push a couple damage. His deck's looking pretty slim. That's another thing you have to watch out for with Weewa, is you draw through your deck at an exponential rate. So there is a timer that you put on yourself with everything that you do. So he's going to start pressing that damage. There's that Yuffie that Andy wants. That probably gives him a little bit more confidence. One haster out of the way. Just going for the Leo here. Another body. Again, passing. I don't think Anthony is in a rush here. Do see some crystal backups in Andy's hand. Okay, we see Yazoo coming down. Before the crystal generation, so that nothing gets dull frozen, I guess Anthony was considering it, but he's just going to hold that monster. Because what really is Adolfreeze going to do in this case? He's holding that for removal. Andy is freezing the Echidna just to prevent any kind of damage. Lethal, because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a Zidane 6 damage, which again, Icewind doesn't have any instant speed removal unless they're running Zalera. That could interact with this board case state. And he kind of telegraphs that he doesn't have the Alexander by freezing the Echidna. Anthony attacking with a bit more confidence here. He's got the Azure in hand to activate forwards. He's sitting pretty with a lot of instant speed reactions. Okay, Anthony pitches and ends turn. Again, he's holding all his resources to ensure he can react to whatever's coming. Hey. We go up to crystals. We're going to go for Bart's play. Does not look great for Andy still. Regardless, he gets, not amazing hits. He can at least crack a monster here. Yeah, Anthony's going to respond and just destroy himself so that Andy does not draw a card. Okay, there's the Chuchulain. On the edge. So edge is Chuchulained. No hasting allowed. And I think this is probably where Anthony wins. Yep. So we're going to see Malboro. Yep, there it is. Yeah, and that is it. 2-0 for Apigo. And again, this is another match where we see, Apigo won Toronto Materia Cup last year. So will he win again? We're going to see him in finals again this year. I believe in finals last year, it was Kassar versus Apigo. Kassar on Yuna and Apigo on Chark, Earth Lightning Chark. And so now we see Apigo, he clearly has what it takes to, go through the gauntlet of very strong players that are in the room today and make it to Top Cut in Toronto again this year. Maybe he's hoping to maintain his title. And I'm going to check for the bracket right now. Do we have the results for the other semifinals match? Not yet. We're still waiting. So we're going to see who Apigo will come up against. Will it be Tayo or Mike Powell? And will he take it again? 2 years in a row. Materia Cup Toronto. Stay tuned as we wait for results. I will be bringing Anthony over here just to have a brief chat with him. Welcome back to Materia Cup Toronto. This is your second time in finals, and last year you took it all. I think it was versus Kassar, right?
Yeah.
So last year you were
yes.
on Earth Lightning Chark, and he was on Yuna, and you took that.
Yes.
And now you're on Weewa, a deck that's very close to my heart. I am also running a Weewa right now. Interesting choices. I love that, first game, that the double chocobo, I think, really came in clutch there.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, I see the chocobo, I bounce the Luso, I pitch my other chocobo, and I get my second Luso trigger.
Yeah. The biggest issue, honestly, was when they get the Spiritus down, obviously, it's going to mess up all the numbers.
Yeah.
And so I knew one thing was going to live, and I thought logically he was going to keep more alive.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really didn't have a great option for it.
No.
Theoretically, I think I had 4 cards in hand, so if I was super hellbent about getting rid of it, I could have Vaughned it.
Yeah.
But I had Cuchulainn I had 2 Cuchulainns in hand.
Yeah.
So my plan actually was going to be just let it live and then Titus it the next turn.
Yeah.
But then I drew
It worked out, and yeah, I think that I know I was mentioning that Eureka's list only is on 1 chocobo, but your 2 chocobos maybe hedged your best that you would draw something like that and be able to storm off double, right?
Yeah, I think that I've historically played much more mono win than wind water, and so I have a lot of difficulty sacrificing some of my comfort cards.
Yes.
And so you'll see, like, I'm on 2 Zidane just because
I did notice that
I
as
just
well.
like
Yeah.
can't risk not seeing him in the relevant matchups, and I kept
Yeah.
decking out versus some matchups, and I just wanted that extra haste.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Getting those
then-
extra cards in hand, it just helps you with your own end game sometimes. Yeah.
And there's the only decks that really have truly dead draws are probably Ice Wind is generally pretty dead for what I can steal, and Wool 7 unless I steal 4 Wool.
What about MBM? How's that? I guess you probably wouldn't want to play Zidane in that matchup.
I probably wouldn't go for it. The only thing I would actually be happy getting is Cuchulainn.
That's fair.
Or stealing their one of Una.
Oh my god, yeah. So how does it feel to be? Did you expect to come to Top Cut?
I did not.
No?
Well, I thought that there was a decent chance. I've been fortunate historically where I've only not top cutted once on Wind in the past. I played it exclusively 2 seasons ago, but
Mhm.
just mono win. And I used to do like Sky Pirates backups, and I ran
Yes, yeah, I
Cuchulainn
remember
and
that,
stuff in
yeah.
that. But that deck is long gone. But no, I thought that it was. I've always liked Storm. I feel a little scummy because my 2 closest friends, Rob and Karan, played my Pittsburgh list, and then I had to play them in Storm versus
no.
Water. So, but
And
no, I got
Storm's favored.
yeah.
Yes, quite
pretty
heavily, I
favorably.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually had a reasonably decent shot because we teched in Anima specifically for Sydney because we were gonna Anima his refuge.
Oh yeah.
But then they animated me like a million times, and I almost decked out, but we got there.
That's funny. What are you worried about the upcoming matchup? So it's either going to be Wall 4 or MBM.
I will say I think that MBM. I know that Brian had really unfortunate luck in Pittsburgh. He
Mhm.
kind of got demolished because of the Muhammad was drawing incredibly with
Right.
Yuna, and for what it's worth, Ryan didn't have an incredible setup himself.
Yep.
So that being said, it didn't look great.
Yeah.
But I think that if the matchup doesn't see the Yuna, it's pretty
agree.
favored for Storm.
I agree.
And I like to stake my bet that if they can't find their one of unsearchable copy,
Muhammad, if you're watching, you also got Yuna turn 1 versus me in in the Swiss. He did the exact same thing he did to Ryan to me, and I was like, I didn't see my witch, and I was like, okay, well, what am I gonna do?
and we're gonna lose.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
And at the end of the game, he's like, this matchup taught us nothing, Shane.
Yeah.
And I'm like, agreed.
Yeah.
Draw the witch or die, I guess.
yeah, I mean that's how it is. They have it or they don't.
Exactly.
But
So
no.
ultimately, I imagine you'd feel pretty confident going into the Wall matchup, though.
Wall matchup historically, I felt comfortable because I mean I think who's on Tayo?
Yes.
Tayo is running a very similar to Sydney's list, which
Yeah.
doesn't have any Alex for, which is definitely to my merit.
Yep.
So I can run it in a typical like mono win style, which does have historically a decent record into Refia, but now I can also Titus and do monster shenanigans, which should
Doing
help
your
as well.
doubles Zidane will probably
Yes.
pay off in that matchup. As long as you don't hit any of those pesky wall backups.
Yes,
We
that
don't,
would be.
you don't want to see that. You want to see those juicy summons.
Yes, we have to let them Barts a few times to get them out of the deck, so
Yes.
that way I can get the good stuff.
That's a good plan.
And if I play against Four-Wall and I steal Refia on stream is gonna get destroyed.
Oh my god. I'm looking forward to the final match, and good luck.
Thank you.
We do have a bit of time. I think we're gonna spend that on some trivia, though. Unless you want to play a game.
I'm
you-
gonna go grab a
You're gonna
drink.
go. You need a break.
Yeah.
Okay. So see you later. Good luck. See ya. So stream, we're going to cut over to some trivia. And again, just as yesterday, your first answer is the answer that counts. We're going to be tabulating some points, and you can still win a sweet Lulu mat, some Seymour promos. Ideally, we want to send these home with a person who's here. So if you know someone at the event that could pick it up for you, that would be great. And I will say I'm going to try and limit the people who won yesterday. Give some other people an opportunity to answer and get some prizes. So if you want to participate, feel free to. If it's the same crew, then we'll go with that. But we're going to set that up and get that going. Hello and welcome back to Materia Cup Toronto Finals.
Yes.
We're just about to head into the final match. I do
Yeah.
want to announce the winners of our trivia. So we
Cool.
have Nick, MB Gaming, I believe.
Yes.
You're eligible for a prize, Nick. We'll probably send you the playmat. Emerald, I know you're looking for the playmat too. The Lulu playmat that we're giving away today. So coincidentally, Tayo, your wife is the artist of these playmats.
Yes.
And we've given Grey Art her accolades during this chat. She
Yes.
designed the trophy, she designed the playmats,
yes.
and we're so thankful to have her in the community.
Yes. I wish she could be here today. I know that she's looking forward to kind of expanding on this a lot. The Final Fantasy Girls mat was very, very popular, but Final Fantasy X is one of our favorites, and we love that Lulu.
I know, Tayo, that you got to semifinals today. How did that feel?
It was great. I mean, I felt locked in. I actually got the first game against Mike, but it turns out when MBM goes 3 backups on turn 1 and draws a card,
Yeah.
it's very difficult to come back from it.
That's
So-
very tough. I'm assuming like a follow up with Ash, and then
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the hard part too is in game 2, I had only Bart's in my hand and all forwards. I was on 1 backup
God.
for 3 turns, and I played Shantoto on turn 4. I almost came back at the end, very surprisingly, just from the damage after going to damage 3. But
we see
I
that. Yeah, the early game setup with Pinello against that Bart's
yeah,
it makes it very difficult for you to really do your thing.
yeah, to
unless
be
you
able to
can-
maintain a turn over turn.
Yes, exactly.
And MBM just really plays a strong value game, and I love that you can play aggro. I think that's what Mike's game plan is going to be right now, trying to see how he can rush down the setup before
Yes.
Anthony's able to pop off.
Again, Anthony did point out in our interview that, much like my loss in Pittsburgh to Muhammad, we saw that it was reliant on Yuna. We are going to cut to the game now, and we'll
let's
comment
go.
on it. See the finals. MC
Yes.
Toronto. Will Apigo take a second title from the Canadian?
That's right. He got it last year. Yes.
Okay, here we go. Players exchanging handshakes. Mike's most likely looking for that Yuna.
And who's top seed
Fran,
in
at
this
least,
right
as
now?
well.
Mike is 5th. I don't remember Anthony.
I actually
Well,
can't
I guess
remember.
we'll see by who goes first.
Hmm.
Okay, Mike on the draw.
Mike on the draw.
Yes.
Yeah, going for that.
I was just
immediate-
talking with Mike about this, about whether it's better to Ash turn 1 or whether it's better to Vaughn turn 1. And he was saying
Draw
Vaughn turn 1,
cards.
and I really understand this. You start drawing.
Yep.
and
Get
then he
those
starts
cards in the
swinging
break
twice.
zone. Yep.
Yep. Question is, nope, he does not go all in with the Ash. Being judicious with his resources. Gentlemen start from Anthony.
Not sure that'll benefit him, but holding cards for a potential storm is obviously one of the main goals for Anthony's deck. The nice part is, like, if Mike doesn't see this very early aggressive start and Anthony is able to storm off, I think that he can swing a game as long as Yuna's not in the picture.
Yes. And Yuna's that weird card. You have to see it at the right time. If you see it too early, it kind of bricks your hand. And there's that early Ash as well.
Yes.
So the hard thing too here is that if Anthony is able to get off a big storm turn, Mike's not in a position here to really rebuild because he's going so aggro. And I think that's how you just have to play the matchup that way.
Yep. And Anthony was saying most of the games that he wins are the games where they don't see Yuna.
Mm-hmm. Now, do we
Quite a
take
few
take
picks,
a
yeah.
backup here? He probably wants to be on at least 1 backup, even if he's being aggressive. And Hurdy allows him to search for any forward he wants, maybe a Balthier. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
going for the
Mont
Mont
Blanc.
Blanc.
Okay.
Probably going for a tempo play then.
Yeah.
Again, building characters obviously still very relevant, especially if there's like a Fran potentially. We see the Fran in the break zone actually.
Mhm.
We could see a Mont Blanc Gertie Fran or Mont Blanc Fran.
Very strong. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna see. Yeah, there's the
Yeah,
Gertie
exactly.
for Fran. Not
You
gonna
can't-
see
you
the
can't play
Ash
it off the
trigger,
Ash, yeah.
but that's
You
okay.
can't get 2 attacks though. and we take those.
Obviously, Anthony's really hoping for EXs at this point, just to at least give him the card. Oh,
Ooh,
Luso is not a
Luso,
great
big hit.
card to see off the top of the deck.
Okay.
I feel like I glimpsed a Luso in Anthony's hand, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Oh, he's
Hard
got a
to
witch.
see.
Like, how quickly does Anthony play to try and deal with the board? He's obviously got it set up, but he
I
has
see
some
the
removal.
Luso, yes.
Yeah.
Luso, Witch, Alexander.
Oh, and he can free play the Alexander if he gets a wind forward
Yeah.
out. But again, he's got to set up his backups.
I feel like he might go for the Rosa potentially, but there is the threat of a Pinello off that on the Rosa.
Hmm.
Looks like he's planning out a couple things this turn
Yeah.
at the very least.
It's amazing. There's this turn too. You can already have such a big turn.
Rosa does allow for the Alexander to be free cast
Mm-hmm.
and creates an untargetable forward that Nono can't necessarily bully,
Yeah.
but
He'd have to be discarding a card
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
Yeah.
which he might not be able to forward. If he hit an EX, maybe the Rosa was the play, but I wonder if he'll still go for it. We might see something from the LB deck.
Yeah, he definitely
Nope,
does
we're
not
going
want
for
runs
the-
in. Okay. He's
Going
gonna,
backups.
Yeah, he's gonna try and set up for one more turn. Now I wonder, is there a potential for lethal from Mike right now? If he's able to go with a Balthier right now.
Oh, he is going for the Rosa.
Oh, okay.
Second casting the Rosa. Third cast, reactivate backups.
Yep. I see. Yeah, definitely good to get that extra backup down first.
Fourth cast with whatever. Okay. Fourth cast.
Surprised he doesn't just play
Forecast?
the backup here. Oh, LB.
LB. Okay, going for the Leo.
Oh,
Hopefully he
he
gets
wants to go
something juicy off the
5 for the 5th cast, yeah.
Yes.
Cast 5, reveal top.
Okay. He's revealing top first. Okay,
There
up
you
color
go.
is
Draw
a
card
nice
and
hit.
search.
Draw card search. He is out of Lusos, or yeah, he's out of Lusos. One in damage, one in the break now.
Does he have a target? Yeah.
He's just going for the up Kalu.
Pass there. Can't
Not a
overextend.
bad turn though.
Yeah.
If
Very powerful early turn.
again, not too much of a threat for Pinello to kill that Rosa when you can just chud with the Leo.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
Rosa
assume-
staying on board for multiple turns is a big problem.
I assume
I
we're
do
going to
see
see
only
another
water
Ash.
CP though, but Mike doesn't know that. Will he risk it to play a Cloud maybe to kill that Rosa? We'll see. Or another Ash.
Yeah. I think he really wants to get that tempo, and if that Ash can survive for a second turn to get another to 1 CP play, you're feeling pretty good.
Hey. Oh. Okay, we have Pinello. And we're seeing a lightning.
Oh.
Hey. Interesting because again, Anthony does not have the win CP to protect Rosa. But he does have a Chuchulain in hand. So we could see that come into play in just a moment. Potentially 3 damage coming out here.
Yeah.
Because we're going to see a Fran into a Balthier, maybe? Is
If
there a
he- if he
Balthier in the
has it,
break? Did we see one? I don't think
I
we
didn't see one.
I don't think we saw one. And Anthony does have the answer to a lot of potential problems in hand right now. Chuchulain being so crucial in this matchup. Just to either stop the Balthier attacks, to remove haste from something.
That's one of the best cards in the meta. It's probably the highest
As
played
usual.
card of this
There is a
entire event.
Balthier in the break. As
Oh, beautiful.
But again,
Does he have
again,
the lightning to free play it from
Anthony
the Fran?
is going to probably want to save that Chuchulain for Balthier.
Yeah. I mean, here comes the problem, though. If Anthony is able to have the big board white
He
turn, I don't think there's
Doesn't have
anything-
it.
Oh, he draws 2.
Okay, he's drawing 2.
And
Maybe
now the Fran to play, or oh no,
He pitched
unless
a
he has-
Balthier.
Yeah, unless he has another Balthier in hand, I'm not sure if that was the play.
Oh, there is another Balthier. I can see it.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
there we
why.
go. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there's the answer. Draw a card. Yep.
But now,
Not a great position still.
yeah, with Anthony going into the next turn with only 3 cards, how far can he storm to recover from this?
We'll see if an EX comes off the top here.
Hmm.
That'll be pretty crucial. And Anthony.
Just a
Okay.
block. Probably wants to play another
Yeah.
Leo. Help the cast count.
Oh, there's another Tutor Lane.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, it's a good thing that Mike did not pay for the extra swing.
Okay, we'll see. Can Anthony respond to this board state? He pays. Rosa is obviously an amazing card. Both the only way he's getting Luso back though is by getting it from the break zone.
Yeah.
So I kind of wonder if it was an opportunity to Gilgamesh that Luso for Mike.
I
And
think he's got 1 card left in hand there, so I think he's gonna try. But
yeah,
you always
there's
have
the
to-
Azura.
Yes. Taking it back.
Yeah, there it is. And again, I bet there's this one
Cast 2,
situation
cast
where
3.
if you can just get rid of all the Lusos, which Mike had the opportunity to,
Yeah.
I wonder if that might have been an optimal play, and then try to finish him off next turn.
Oh, gets him now. Cast 4.
And we're gonna see whatever Rosa
Cast
decides to
5.
get here.
draw.
Draw a card. Okay.
Oh,
and
try to play it first, and then doesn't he draw after this?
was that cast 4 or 5?
I think that was 5, but I don't think he drew off the witch.
He did. That was the Alexander, wasn't it?
I thought that was the
Oh,
flip.
he
That was
revealed
cast
and
5.
flip because it goes back to the top of the deck. That's
Oh,
why.
that's right.
Maybe he was
That's
just
right.
skipping some steps
That makes
there.
sense, yeah.
Okay,
There it
there's
is.
the board wipe. And there's the finish from Alexander.
Ooh,
This is
brutal.
probably over. But just like that. And again,
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if that Gilgamesh really should have removed that final Luso.
Yeah.
Because then it would have put Anthony into the situation where his real option to remove the board is only Witch at that point.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
I mean, it's hard to see that when you know that you need to be the aggressor.
Right.
But hindsight is 2020. I do think that locking him out of that would have been rough. But I think I can't remember if he had the
Azura, I don't think he did.
Azura in
I
hand.
don't-
And even if he did, I think he was on 1 card at the end of turn. Probably could not have cast it. That would have been the time.
I think it's just making the choice of doing that instead of going for the Fran Balthier
Yes. yeah.
aggression on the off chance of that I think you gambled to say, like, do you have Chuchulain?
Yes.
Right?
yes,
And
that's
that
right.
gamble didn't pay off in this case.
Yeah.
But again, the Chuchulain came off the damage anyways. So, I mean, hindsight's 2020, right? So,
Absolutely. Now, is he taking out the witch or the emperor? Yeah, witch. Yeah.
hey. Obviously, still a lot of damage in play. Anthony is sitting pretty at 3 damage, though. There's Yuna.
Yuna,
Interesting.
interesting.
Okay. So, we're going to see Vieira come into play. No taxation on that. Oh, there's the
That's
last
all right. Oh,
Chuchulain.
keeping that.
The
for
last
sure.
Chuchulain, of course. Great card to hold in hand. Oh, he's going for the Lena special for the Witch just to kill off that Yuna.
Hmm.
He's going to is he going to tax the, he's not going to bother taxing.
Yeah, get
He's
rid
just
of it
going
right
to
away.
freeze something probably.
Mike has a huge mountain to climb at this point.
He's just going to stop damage this turn by the looks of it. I mean, the only thing I imagine Anthony wishes he had was that Princess Sarah, which is so relevant for pushing damage for Waterwind, actually.
Yes.
Just because it allows you to say, hey, you can't target my Witch, you can't target
not
my
today.
Rosa, whatever special piece is on the board. You say, no, no Odin EXs will hurt this card today.
I mean, Rosa already able to protect herself, but with all of the EXs being those Odins and the summon damage, it's really, really relevant
Oh,
being
so
able to
relevant.
protect her otherwise.
And I'm assuming that if he's top decks to any monsters here, that's going to be his instant speed removal. We're probably going to see an Echidna come down. There is an infinite removal loop with Echidna.
Right.
So, well, I say infinite, but it's
Yeah,
based on
yeah.
how many backups you have
Yes, yes.
and cards in hand. But It's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. Okay, yes. D3 for Cerberus. Cerberus is
Activate.
going to reactivate
Oh,
on the
Azura
stack. We're
first,
going to
yeah.
Azura,
cast 2.
taking back probably a monster, maybe? Or Zidane.
Zidane great for keeping the cards that Mike wants to see, but
Right.
not really cards that you want to play yourself.
Exactly. We're seeing the Upkalu just for more witch insurance.
So, cast 3.
Probably going to see Echidna and Upkalu come down. I'm like, this witch is heavily fortified in this board now. Again, Mike might be
Protects.
praying.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got a Stilt.
And is he going to use the Asura
Yeah,
too?
for
Or I think hold
protection.
on to it, right?
Probably hold on to the Azura.
Yeah. Let's cast 4.
So the nice thing
Oh,
is,
no, no,
like,
cast 3,
if he
so-
holds that Azura and the witch does die from damage, he can bring back a Lena and a Lena special it back
That's
into
right.
play. Oh, EX off the top. We do have Lena, so that draws 2 cards because of Emperor. So,
Right.
oh my. I mean, will Anthony deck himself, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, maybe that is the goal here. This
I know
board is
Anthony-
very scary, though.
Yeah, I know Anthony and some of the Mono Water players were talking about the matchup there, that Mono Water is just trying to deck you out and try to survive. But I don't think MBM can afford to wait that long.
Okay, we have more attackers coming in. Oh, an Odin.
Okay. Now, probably the time to get rid of the Rosa right now.
think
Which is still
maybe-
constant removal, but I guess it's really between the gap.
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't know how he's going to get rid of this Rosa that's getting so much value every turn.
I mean, if Mike keeps getting EXs, this could it could spin back in his favor.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a
Yeah,
Miwa.
that's rough.
Mike's only on 2 Miwas, so that's 1 of 2. Oh, okay. Anthony's like, I'll just draw more cards. Why not?
Yeah, why not? And target and flip top.
Going for that Lulu.
Oh, yeah, game.
We're gonna see the trigger on the 5th cast. Yep. Oh,
wow.
Ochu coming back in,
3-2. Oh my
reactivate.
God.
Okay, Ochu is a forward too. So another attacker next turn that Mike has to contend with.
Hmm.
Again, I kind of wonder if Mike is actually angling something with deck out.
Yeah.
It's a non-zero chance, I think, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to actually know what Anthony's deck count is.
Yeah. It's just so rough.
Okay, drawing more cards.
Yep. Not having a
Is he
board
actually
going to
play another Luso here? Yes. So there goes the cloud.
Kill it and draw. Why
Just
not?
like
He's gonna have to discard down to hand size.
Just he's styling on.
Oh wow. Yeah.
He's styling on Mike right now.
Yeah.
We see that there is pretty much a good chance that there will be a Lena special in Mike's future. I think
Yeah,
he's
that's a
pretty
scoop.
dead. Yeah, that's a scoop. That's pretty dead. Wow. I really think it was actually a mistake to not Gilgamesh that Luso.
Yes.
It
absolutely. It
absolutely
was a
spun the
small
game.
window, and he missed it there. But I mean, we'll
Sometimes
see
it's
the
hard,
aggro.
like-
yeah.
You're like, oh, I want to do my MBM things, but there's this opportunity. You know your opponent's their most prevalent win condition is vulnerable,
It only runs at 2 of.
Yeah. and all that Anthony had in his hand at that point was 2 water cards, 1 plus the Kukulane, right? So
Yes.
which he used on the Balthier. So there was no way for him to get it back.
Yeah.
Maybe Mike thought that there was an Azura.
Exactly.
And,
That's what I was thinking. But even if he does, that's one less 1 CP cast count to add for the next
Yeah.
turn. So
and all he would have had in that time is his Luso in hand.
mhm.
And I kind of wonder. Letting Rosa survive that long also
Yeah.
sucks.
Mhm.
Every turn she's alive is disastrous.
Yeah. And I know he needs to be aggressive, but having the Kuka lane just for being able to deal with that Rosa and stop some of those big turns might be, I mean, I don't remember if he actually had one early on, but if you do, maybe controlling your aggression there
Yeah.
just to be able to stop that big turn.
This is very favorable for Anthony now.
Mm,
He lost a game that he wasn't going first,
yes.
which for Weewa is huge.
Yes.
As for most decks, I would say is
Yeah.
huge right now. I'm sure Anthony is feeling pretty good. It looks like he's happy with his starting hand. We see a Tycoon,
Yeah.
a Luso, and a Rosa.
We see Tycoon, we keep
Yeah.
Tycoon. Get your colors fixed early.
Hey, Vaughan turn one again. Here we go. There's that pitched Kook lane that you mentioned,
Yes.
though. Will Mike regret that, though, with
Let's
that
see.
Rosa that we saw in Anthony's hand?
And are we going to go with, again, I remember thinking about it last time, the Ash turn 1. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he didn't even get value off that Ash, really, because
He didn't get
he
to.
wasn't able to trigger it, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to see Yuna. Okay,
Okay.
this is a little bit spicier. Anthony is
Yes.
now really hoping for a witch.
Yeah, and he does not have the backups to easily play the
There
one to
goes that
stop.
Luso. He's like, okay, I can't
Yep.
commit to this. Are we going to see a tax? Nope, no tax on Tycoon.
And interesting, Vaughan can just attack once, reactivate itself, and keep up that unit trigger. I'm sure
Or
he's
most
going to
likely,
freeze one of
yeah.
these backups at the end of turn.
Anthony is kind of praying for witch. This is how I lost to Muhammad.
Yes.
Pretty much identical.
There we go. Gets the freeze. Probably draw cards before combat. Don't want to hit a Kuka lane. Yep. Here, are we going to see the Ash again? Swing. Does he remove?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, Lulu off the top.
Again. Okay, he must be playing another forward then.
Mike's counting his cards. He's thinking he's
Now,
passing. Okay.
These turns for MBM are just as important as any late game turn for another deck.
Kind of wonder if there's a Miwa. That way he could play Miwa and get 2 taxations
Mhm.
with the activation.
True.
Anthony not seeming too threatened at the moment. Oh,
There it
yeah, there it
is.
is. Yep.
Let's go.
Miwa.
For the
going to
activation, gets a freeze.
And freeze again, probably for the end of Anthony's turn.
Yep.
Probably wait to see if Anthony's going to do anything in response.
Yep.
Okay. Now will Anthony do anything in response? I did see Anthony has the zoo, and is he going to do it? Is he just going to try and do something now? Wait for, Mike to
He's counting
exhaust
it.
his resources.
Mhm.
He's thinking the zoo is like a very clutch card in these kind of situations.
Absolutely.
Where you can just untap 2 backups by discarding it. Okay, there it goes.
Probably, yep. Super key against the others. I mean, when you see a Seymour coming in as well. Oh, he's still gonna use it. Thing. That Lena will stay frozen.
Oh.
Okay, no. Okay.
Reevaluating, reevaluating. Okay, we're gonna see Rosa. Yep.
For Rosa, that's cast 2. So then cast 3, activate, draw. Draw a card. Cast 4, draw 2. Cast 5. Oh, he sees the line. The Leo, cast 6. Oh no, this would be 5 and then flip top. Yeah.
Oh, wait. What was the first cast?
Lena.
Oh yes. Okay. No, Lena was in play before.
It was the turn 1 was the
Oh,
King
okay,
Tycoon.
two. Okay.
And they get-
Oh, wow. We see a 5th cast Sarah off the top, I
oh
think.
my goodness, there.
Or yeah. Going for the Princess Sarah. Will he just
He gets the Azura to
he has
activate.
Chocobo. He's gonna Chocobo the
Oh yeah.
or Azura to activate. Imagine he's Chocoboing at some point. Yeah, so we see
Oh, it is an Azura.
reactivate backups.
But
Lena special? No.
I'll get the win card now. Yeah.
Chocobo,
Well,
yeah,
there you
pitch,
go.
okay.
Get the Luso.
So
and-
back to hand and goodbye board.
Yep.
Goodbye,
wow.
Yuna.
Wow.
Oh, I kind of wonder again. Is like, it's probably you probably remember back from the Yuna days. Sometimes it's just better to just
Now
hold the triggers up.
and I'm pretty sure that the King Tycoon and the Lena are still frozen though. They were frozen by the Yuna.
Yes. They will not reactivate next turn. Biggest abilities does mention.
And what do you do if you're Mike right now?
Rip.
Yeah.
That was a crazy line. Yes.
Absolutely. Anthony very, very clearly has his reps in with this list. Another very difficult deck to navigate. And out comes the Ash.
We do see Anthony's holding a Lena special as well. So he has so many a range of options now, even for a follow-up turn here.
See?
Purdy coming out. At this point, though, at 2 damage, if you've stormed off, and your opponent is on no backups and less cards than you,
Yeah.
he's praying for some EXs.
Yes,
Some real
yes.
good EXs.
Oh, what's he searching for? I'm not sure if there's anything right now that can really get you there. Mm-hmm. I think we need to call the judge there. Just 1 second.
Oh, yep. Hold on a sec. Yep. Backups are frozen. It's Lena and Tycoon that are frozen. Okay, we're back.
Okay, there we go. Crisis averted. Although I'm sure he's still so far ahead, it won't make too much of a difference. Oof. Just kicking him while he's down. Okay.
Okay, we guess see the Fran coming in for
Their
that
Pinello.
Pinello.
And does he? No.
Oh, no. Holding cards. Imagine he's looking for that witch to kind of solidify his victory
Yep.
and start pushing more damage. Interesting to not keep the Lena special.
Mhm.
3 water backups is not ideal.
Yep. I mean, if he's going back in, does he need to? This would be past 3. Okay. Activate. I cast 4.
Pass 4, yep. Oh, another Luso wipe.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go. 5.
Cast 5. Oh man.
Check top for Rosa. Yep. Oh, and an
my
Apkalu.
goodness. Double
The
draw.
value.
Oh my
The
goodness.
value. Mike is Sag.
Yeah.
Mike was asking, why did you draw 2 cards? But it was because of Apkalu and the Chocobo trigger. And then we see the Luso come in, finish that board off. I can't see Mike coming back from this.
No.
The amount of stuff on the board, even some really good EXs,
Yeah.
it's going to be very tough. There's an Odin.
Get rid of the Rosa.
I mean,
yeah.
he'll draw another card. Yeah. Luso coming in. Oh, there's a Vaughan. Oh, and there's the Witch.
Oh yeah.
Witch is going to hold down the fort. Say nobody attack in here.
What? Is something going back here?
Oh, he's also swinging with a Echidna.
Yeah.
Get that damage in. I think it's because he swung with Luso and switched it to Echidna instead.
I see. I see.
Yeah, just because fixes that requirement of seeing that damaged Vaughan, right?
Yes.
That way nothing needs to be rewound, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's over,
That's it.
and that's it.
Wow.
Anthony Apigo is
Congratulations.
our winner.
2-time
2-time
401
Materia Cup
Canada
winner.
Materia Cup winner. Congratulations, Anthony. He will get his invite to Worlds. We'll see him at Nats. I'm pretty sure he had already qualified for Nats, but he's got to be happy about that invite straight to Worlds. Yeah, I tried. Oh, we got some technical difficulties here. But it's okay. I think we're going to see and take a moment here, get Anthony Apigo once they're ready to come for an interview. I mean, it's still amazing to see. I know that it takes a lot of work and experience to see those lines, especially so early. When you have 3 to 4 backups, easy to get to cast 7, but to see him so cleanly navigate that, very impressive to see.
I think that's the difficult nature of the deck, is being able to see all those lines that come out of 1, 2 backups.
Yes.
And end in that kind of success. Rose is a big part of that, of course.
I was going to say, very lucky that he saw the Roses early enough to be able to storm off.
I think that it might be a priority in some matchups. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes I wonder, like, is it worth running a copy of like Sid Highwind or something?
Yes.
Search for the.
But I think it was you who was mentioning it to me. Having 2 3 chaining backups there, you know, being able to go for like the Goblin Princess Sarah,
Yeah.
or the King Tycoon, or sorry, Sarah, King Tycoon,
Tycoon,
Lena, color fixes. The backup line is so consistent.
Yep. And Sarah searches Princess Sarah, Sarah searches Lena,
Yeah.
and sometimes you can just cut corners and go for whatever suits the need at that moment. And
Yeah.
it's
Getting
very
your cast
versatile.
while building.
Very versatile. Yeah. So let's probably get Anthony over here in just a second, and we'll get him on stream.
Sounds good.
Okay. I mean, that was short. Welcome back.
Glad to be back.
I mean, it seems like from what I was watching in your games, everything went according to plan.
Everything went better than planned.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, he was presenting lethal on turn 2 or his turn 3,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew that he had it, so I had to just basically
for it.
gamble.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, it sucks to have to do,
Mm-hmm.
but it super paid off. For game 1 at least. Game 2 was ridiculous. That didn't make any sense.
So those of us watching on stream, I beg the question: if he didn't try to go for that lethal where you had the Chuchulain and the Balthier, for the Balthier,
Yeah.
if he had just removed your last Luso from the game,
Oh, I'd
would
been
you have?
screwed.
That would have been big trouble, right?
Yeah.
If he had just gone for the Gilgamesh LB and then set it for lethal the turn after that, I think you probably would have been in big trouble. You would have had to find some kind of like witch combination of stuff.
which I would not really have had a good. I
Yeah.
think I had an Opkalu out maybe
Yeah.
because Rosa flipped an Opkalu every single time.
But it is one of those like counterintuitive plays that he would have had to make where he's like, oh, I could just win if he doesn't have the one Chucha lane in hand. I mean, you did end up getting it on EX anyways, but it would have probably been a good option for him to consider that.
I think the logic that he took was probably was reasonable because he knew that if I recall correctly, every card in my hand was unknown.
Right.
I just got lucky.
Yep.
That's all there is. So I drew a water card off of an Opkalu Rosa flip, luckily, and I drew Kucha Lane,
Yes.
which makes no logical sense.
Rosa was putting in some crazy work.
Yeah.
I think you only missed one Rosa trigger. I think it was at Alexander. You flipped the Alexander and then drew it.
Yeah, which I needed to kill the ball the air.
Yes. So it worked out in the end anyways. But I mean, crazy. Everyone in chat was going off about your storm off, one backup?
I started that turn with one backup,
Oh my God.
and I had to do it through Yuna and B1.
Yes. I kind of wonder, like, do you think it's better to hold up Yuna in that case and not try to freeze the backups just in case something like that happens?
I actually don't know, man.
You know?
I think that it makes no logical sense. The sheer, like, listen, I'm just going to
There's
call
so
what it
many
is.
potential things.
The
Yeah.
sheer, like, grace of God that got me to the point of what I actually needed there, none of that should have lined up. I specifically needed to draw, because I did have Luso and I did have
Yep.
that. So I knew that my plan for that turn was going to be, I'm going to go to cast 4, with cast 3 being Luso and cast 4 being that,
Yeah.
and then we're going to do it live and see
Yeah.
what happens.
And
then I
hopefully
drew-
dig back that Chocobo and do all
Exactly.
that stuff. Yeah.
So I drew off of the cast 4, I drew the Echidna,
Mm.
which allowed me to finish up the whole storm turn because and then because Rosa flipped backup, I was able to use the 2 backups plus the Asura I had in hand to get back the Chocobo and
Yep.
then do it. So literally like 7 things needed to line up perfectly for the one of Echidna. Rosa needed to hit
Right.
specifically a card that would draw me a green card for Chocobo, and it had to be a backup so that I could on curve play that. Like, listen, that is just like the grace of God
That's-
helping me out.
That's sometimes what it takes to make it to the end, though, right?
At the end of the day, I think that it's not the perfect deck choice. Like, there are definitely decks that are going to beat it. Mike knows how to play it. Mike is is obviously one of the best players in the country.
Yeah.
Or I guess technically in the continent.
In the continent, yes.
Because we are in Canada. But he's obviously one of the best players in the continent, and he knew what he had to do.
Yeah.
And he knew. I like
He knew the odds.
I like to hope he knew that I knew I had to answer it. But I don't know if Mike thinks highly of me or not. I'll let him say that. But no, I'm really, really happy. And I've got a 9-hour drive home right now.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, 9-hour drive on Rainbows, I'm sure.
Yes.
Was feeling real good. Invite to
Yes.
Worlds secured. I'm sure
Canada's
it's-
my homie. I love
yeah,
Canada.
apparently, yeah. Like this is, and Canada loves you. Like what can we say?
I'm glad to be back.
Honestly, congratulations again, and I hope you enjoy your trophy. I want to show it
I
off
love
for
this.
everyone.
Yes, this is great.
So again, he's got his Aetherite Crystal trophy. I hope you enjoy it, and again, have a safe trip home. And thank you again for coming to Canada.
It was a pleasure, man.
Take care.
Take care.
So I'm gonna wrap it up. We do have some side events still going. Again, for those of you who came out and for those of you who watched the stream, thank you so much. Thank you to 401 Games for hosting. Thank you to all my judges and event planners and people from the community who contribute so much to make events like this possible. Again, we have to remember that a lot of really skilled players who took on the judge role and gave up their chance at this glorious finish in order to make things like this happen. And thank you to my wonderful TO David and to my amazing stream crew, GG Haven. Please like, subscribe. They do a lot of TCG content, and I know a lot of you guys are giant nerds like I am, and so we all play every TCG under the sun. So give them some love and hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. And MogChamp /Shane. You can find me on Marketplace. You can find me on NA. Peace out.